Hello everyone, welcome to our show Let's Talk, Let's Connect. আমি সেটা আবার ফিরে এসেছি আপনাদের মাঝে সাথে দুজন নতুন অতিথিকে নিয়ে। আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো ফ্রম আইডিয়া টু বিজনেস পার্ট 2 এটা নিয়ে। সো আপনারা অনেকেই জানেন যে আমরা গত পর্বে কথা বলেছিলাম এই সেম টপিক নিয়ে পার্ট 1-এ, যেখানে কিনা আমরা কথা বলেছি একজন এন্টারপ্রেনিউর হতে হলে কি কি ধরনের স্কিলস দরকার। আপনি কি আসলেই এন্টারপ্রেনিউর হতে চান? আপনি কি জানেন যে আসলে আপনি কেন এই উদ্যোক্তা হয়ে উঠতে চাচ্ছেন এবং আপনার কি সেই প্যাশনটা আছে এটার পেছনে? সো আরো নানাবিধ এইসব কথা নিয়ে আমরা আজকে আপনাদের সাথে থাকবো, এগুলো নিয়ে আমরা জানার চেষ্টা করব। আজকে আমাদের সাথে সুদূর নিউজিল্যান্ড থেকে we are really honored to have our guest with us, Kathy Shepherd, business coach and trainer, was the New Zealand. And we are having another guest, Mr. Maru Teresa Byron Sir, Associate Professor, Daffodil International University. Finally, last but not the least, our well-known face, Bari Bhai, business coach and life performance coach. So welcome to our show. And আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো কি নিয়ে? আজকে আমরা কথা বলবো ডেফিনেটলি কিছু বিষয় নিয়ে, যেগুলো কিভাবে একজন এন্টারপ্রেনিউরের লাইফস্টাইল কিরকম হওয়া দরকার এবং এই বর্তমান পরিস্থিতিতে কিভাবে আপনি সামনের দিকে এগিয়ে যেতে পারেন, এবং আরো আপনাদের যে কোশ্চেনগুলো আমাদের জন্য থাকবে সেগুলো নিয়ে। সো ধন্যবাদ অডিয়েন্স আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। আমি আপনাদের রিকোয়েস্ট করব যে আপনারা যারা আমাদের সাথে এটা উপভোগ করছেন, একটু যদি কমেন্ট বক্সে হ্যালো লিখে আমাদেরকে জানান, তাহলে আমরা বুঝবো যে হ্যাঁ আপনারা ক্লিয়ারলি আমাদের শোটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন বা এনজয় করতে পারছেন। অ্যান্ড অবশ্যই আপনাদের যে প্রশ্নগুলো আছে সেগুলো আপনারা আমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করবেন। আমি আমাদের অতিথিদের কাছে আসবো। বিফোর কামিং টু আওয়ার গেস্ট, আই ওয়ান্ট টু go to Mr. Bari, and I want to request him to just give a brief of our last episode. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ishita. Thank you for welcoming all the guests, and thank you and welcome you too also. And those viewers, welcome you all. Hopefully, it will be another fantastic session like the last one. In the first episode, what we have talked about the entrepreneurship is just like why you need how you can develop your attitude, because to become an entrepreneur you must have a entrepreneurial attitude. This is why we will emphasize more on today's shows also. And ask yourself why you want to become an entrepreneur. This is very important. If you have no clear answer for that, you go research and try to find out why you want to become an entrepreneur. Then we also talk about how to use this time, and how to use your regular time as well to scale up yourself to become a successful entrepreneur. And of course, in this pandemic time, you must stay safe. If you are not stay safe, you cannot become an entrepreneur. So do take care of yourself. And from Angela, we got some ideas or some suggestion that you will might have plenty of several ideas, but what you need to do, you talk with other people and ask them some feedback about your ideas. Maybe not everyone will give you positive idea, but you have to believe on yourself, take all the information, then you um, judge yourself how you can overcome those challenges that been given feedback by other people. So these are the very important things. And of course, the third International Youth Summit is coming up, so must sign up for the third International Youth Summit, and it will give you a huge information that will help you to become a successful entrepreneur. Thank you, Ishita. Back to you.
Thank you, Bhai. So now I want to back to our guest. First, I will come to Kathy. Kathy, I'm gonna request you again to say a few, please, like say a few words about yourself and about your work, please.
Hello, everybody. Greetings to you all from New Zealand. I am Kathy Shepherd, and I'm the founder and CEO of BSI People Skills in New Zealand, and a trainer and business coach for WASDA New Zealand as well. And I absolutely and utterly love being an entrepreneur. It has been a huge journey, but it is an absolutely amazing journey. Learning lots along the way, and I really enjoy the work that I do, working with different people. I am involved in leadership and teams development, both in New Zealand, and also I have loved working with youth in Bangladesh, in Nepal, and in doing training in emotional intelligence in Malaysia as well. That's probably enough about me at the moment. I'm looking forward to answering lots of questions.
Thank you so much, Kathy. Now I want to come to Marfuza Byron, sir. Sir, I'm going to request you please say a few words about yourself. Definitely, I know that lots of audience are here. They already is saying hello to you because you are popular among the students. So even though I'm going to request you say a few words about you, please, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ishita. Hello, everyone. I hope that you are safe and well in this pandemic situation. My name is Marufreja Byron. I have been working as an associate professor at the Department of Business Administration, Daffodil International University. And I had the opportunity to become a part of the Department of Entrepreneurship and Innovation of Daffodil International University as the head of the department for about 3 years. So you will be happy to know that this is the only department on entrepreneurship and innovation in Bangladesh. And we had a beautiful experience to deal with the young entrepreneurs, the young minds, and to help them to achieve their dream. That's all about me for this time.
Thank you so much, sir. So now again, I want to come back to Bhai Bhai.
Yes.
I'm gonna request you to say a few words again, not about yourself, about this part 2 what.
Okay, but before that, I think we have some audience. Can you just acknowledge their name? I think that will be good. Is it possible?
Yes. Yeah, sure. So we are having lots of people with us by that time. So we are having Tofazal Alam. He is watching from New Zealand. He said that Marfuza parents are watching you from New Zealand.
Yeah, I know Tofazal. Yeah.
Yes, and Irfan, Farhad, Toha, Nirab Ali, Altaf, Alamin Shimul, Farhin Islam, then Nizamuddin, then Milabir. So all Shaju. lots of people are coming, joining. So
Abdin,
thank
Shaju,
you.
and
Thank you so
Rabbil
much.
Alamin. Good.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
being with us, and definitely ask your question, whatever you want to know from our guest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now I want to
Actually,
come back.
whether you are already, I think, thank you, Ishida, for acknowledging those names. And my request to all the viewers, because you might have some question. I know many of you are doing your own business, many of you are running your business, and also you have now facing challenges in your business right at this moment. So do share your experience, or if you have any question, do share with us so that we can get connected with you. Nizamuddin, thank you for joining. Hassan, thank you for joining, and all other people. Please do ask us questions so that we can make a very successful event. In this episode, we'll go a little bit the second step of to become or to develop the entrepreneurial skills and attitude. So we'll focus on that, and I think many actually ask about whether is money is important to become an entrepreneur or the idea. So
Yes.
my request to Honorable Madam Sir to have some lights on that, whether we need money first or the idea first to become an entrepreneur.
Okay, thank you, Barifai. In my opinion, money is important, no doubt, but more important is idea. Because if you want to do business, first of all, you must have your own mindset. Yes, I'll do business. I'll be an entrepreneur. I'll not do
Yep.
any job. So
Mhm.
that's the particular mindset that a person must have before starting his or her own business. And second thing is, after getting the mindset, he or she must think of the opportunity they are looking for, or the opportunities around him or her that he or she can address or capitalize. So the idea is really important because uh, you know you may get money from any sources. You may get money from your family, from your friends, from your formal sources like bank or other financial or non-bank financial institutions, but you will not get any idea unless you have of your own. So that is I think it is the most important treasure for a young entrepreneur, that he or she must have an innovative idea to look for.
Yeah. Kathy,
Thank you.
same
Thank you.
Yes.
question to you.
Same question for me.
Yes.
Definitely the idea is more important than the money. When I started my business, I had almost no money in order to be able to start my business, but I started with an idea and a very, very strong mindset that I was going to make this work, because I believed in my idea and I could see the difference that was going to make for people. And I think that is a really, really important thing, that your idea has got to be useful for people. It's got to make a difference for people. It has to provide value for them that they are willing to pay for. And so I know that Ahmed Bari talked about being able to talk with your friends before about your idea. And I think that is very, very important, to be able to bounce your idea off other people, because they will tell you whether or not that is something that people will be able to pay you for. It's all very well to have this idea and to create and to do lots and lots of work, but as an entrepreneur, you need to be in business. You need to be able to have people actually pay you for that. So
Yes.
it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of willingness to make mistakes, because this is not a journey where you will get everything right first time. And in fact, you should probably expect to fail about 99% of the time as you go through.
Exactly.
And so you need to be able to pick yourself up again and, they didn't like that idea. How do I need to change it so that it will work? And eventually you will get there.
Yeah.
Baribhai, I want to add one
Yeah.
more point. That
Sure.
was
Please.
I started to focus on that point at the very beginning. That is, idea is important, but more important is mindset.
Yes.
Yes.
Mindset is really important. From my experience, I have seen a lot of young people started with a very good idea, but they cannot carry the challenge because the mindset. Okay, because
Yeah.
as I have the experience. not a very long experience, about 8 or 10 years experience altogether to deal with the young entrepreneurs in Bangladesh. So I have seen that there is a huge difference among the people who have the correct idea, have mindset for being an entrepreneur. The persons who have become successful entrepreneur, in my experience, they have totally different mindset. They have totally the determination, the focus they have to their life, okay, the way they are addressing the issues or challenges, that is really completely different. They're highly positive mentality person. They have high positive mentality, and they can explore the positive things from a darker side of the life even. So I think
Yeah.
the mindset is truly important. If you are really planning to be an entrepreneur, the first thing is, in my suggestion or in my understanding, that you must have the right mindset. Then second thing is, you can look for an innovative idea which will create a differentiation among you and other entrepreneurs, right? And third is
Exactly.
money and other things. Thank you.
Exactly.
And can I just jump on that one as well? Because
Sure.
one of the things that I have found the strongest support for mindset is that reason, that purpose. What is it that you are wanting to achieve, and what difference will that make for other people? Because if what we are doing can make other people happy and make their life better, then it helps to feed our positive mindset, no matter what business that is in. So that's just something else for thinking of people, is to think, why am I in business? And to keep really asking, why am I doing this? Why is it important? And if you can get that why, that purpose right down deep inside you, then you will be able to keep going when it is tough. Being an entrepreneur is not easy, but it is amazing.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. I do agree with Kathy.
Yeah, Ishita, can you just repeat everything or in summary?
Yeah,
You want me to
sure.
summary in Bangla, or you
Yeah,
can do it?
yeah, sure. So definitely, যেটা দর্শকরা আপনাদের জন্য আবার বলছি যে আমাদের দুজন অতিথি অনেক সুন্দরভাবে বললেন যে যেটা ইভেন আমাদের এখান থেকে সাজু যিনি দেখছেন আমাদের সাথে, ওনার কোশ্চেন ছিল এটাই যে একজন এন্টারপ্রেনার হতে হলে ওনাকে প্রথমেই কি করতে হবে। সো যে জিনিসটা আমাদের দুজন অতিথি ফোকাস করলেন যে ডেফিনেটলি আপনার আইডিয়া তো থাকছে, কিন্তু তার আগে যে মাইন্ডসেটটা, আপনার অবশ্যই মাইন্ডসেটটা থাকা খুবই দরকার পজিটিভ মাইন্ডে, যে হ্যাঁ আপনি এই বিজনেসটা করবেন বা আপনি একজন উদ্যোক্তা হবেন। এবং আপনাকে যেটা আরো জানতে হবে সেটা ওয়াই, যে কেন কেন আপনি এটা করছেন, আসলেই কি আপনি এটার ব্যাপারে প্যাশনেট বা আপনি আসলেই কি এটা করতে চান। যেটা আবার ক্যাথিও বললো যে আপনি যখন একজন এন্টারপ্রেনার হতে যাবেন, ইটস রিয়েলি ডিফিকাল্ট এবং সেখানে ফেল হওয়ার চান্স 99%। এবং আমাদের বাইরন স্যার যেটা বললেন সেই ক্ষেত্রে আপনার মাইন্ডসেটটা, সেটা অবশ্যই আপনাকে সেভাবে মাইন্ডসেট একটা ক্রিয়েট করতে হবে যেন আপনি স্টিক টু দ্য প্ল্যান সেটাতে থাকেন, যতই বাধা বিপত্তি যেটাই আসুক না কেন। আর অবশ্যই আপনার আইডিয়া তো ইনোভেটিভ হতে হবে, এবং সবাই যখন শুরু করে খুব কম অঙ্কেই থাকে হয়তো তাদের কাছে, যে আমরা বলি যে মূলধন হোক বা ক্যাপিটাল হোক যেটাই, আপনি যখন ওয়ান্স ইউ আর গোনা স্টার্ট, দেন এভরিথিং গোয়িং উইথ ইউ। এবং ক্যাথি আরেকটা কথা যেটা বললো যে আপনি যেটা করছেন এটা কি জন্য আপনি করছেন এবং কেন করছেন, এটা কি আসলেই কোনো বড় ডিফারেন্সিয়েশন ক্রিয়েট করতে যাচ্ছে কিনা। সো আমার মনে হয় এই জিনিসগুলো মাথায় রাখা খুবই দরকার। সো আমি এবার বাড়ি ভাইয়ের কাছে আবার ফিরে আসছি, আর এর মধ্যে কোশ্চেন অলরেডি চলে এসেছে। সো আমি কি কোশ্চেনটা নিয়ে নিই?
শিওর।
ওকে, সো আমাদের সাথে ফারহাদ আছে। হি আস্কড দ্যাট how can I use my education honestly to make money or business? Want to know from our guest. And another one was like about the online, I think. Yeah. Many of us have like he wants some idea about online business. Yeah, online business. So other questions are also coming. I want to take some more question.
Okay. So before that, Ishita, can I just jump to the last topic? And আমি যেটা first I'll talk in Bangla and then I'll go for English also. আমি যারা ইয়ং এন্টারপ্রেনার আছেন, যারা এখন বলেছেন যে আসলে প্রথম কোনটা হবে, আমি প্রথমেই বলছি কিন্তু যেটা হচ্ছে যে প্রথমে আপনার নিজেকে জিজ্ঞাসা করুন যে আসলে আপনার জন্য ব্যবসাটা দরকার কিনা, আপনি আসলে কি ব্যবসায়ী হতে চাচ্ছেন কিনা, বা এন্টারপ্রেনার হতে যাচ্ছেন কিনা, বা স্টার্টআপ হতে যাচ্ছেন কিনা, এইসব শব্দ কিন্তু শুনতে আজকাল কিন্তু এটা একটা ফ্যাশনের মতো আমি বলবো, যে আমি একটা স্টার্টআপ করছি, আমি একটা, সবাই কিন্তু একটা মুখে মুখে এটা, কিন্তু কিছুদিন পরে দেখা যাচ্ছে যে আপনি ফেল হচ্ছেন, আপনি ওখান থেকে বের হয়ে আসছেন, আপনি আপনার অন্যান্য চ্যালেঞ্জ গুলো আপনার আপনার পথটাকে, আপনার সামনে আগানো পথটাকে বাধাগ্রস্ত করছে। সো আমি বিজনেসের ক্ষেত্রে, আবার আইডিয়ার ক্ষেত্রে আমি যেটা আপনাদের সবাইকে বলবো, যে সবসময় যে ইনোভেটিভ একবার টোটালি কমপ্লিটলি নিউ আইডিয়া হইতে হবে এমন কোনো কথা না। জিনিসটা হচ্ছে যে অলরেডি এক্সিস্টিং বিজনেস যেগুলো আছে সেগুলোকে আপনি দেখেন, যে আপনি একটা, হতে পারে যে একটা লন্ড্রি বিজনেস রাইট নাও, আমি যেটা সাফার করছি এখন, যে কোনো লন্ড্রি বিজনেস, কোনো লন্ড্রি সার্ভিস আমি পাচ্ছি না এখন, ঠিক আছে? সো এখন আপনি চিন্তা করেন যে এই বিজনেস, আপনি বলতে পারেন যে আমি এখন লন্ড্রি বিজনেস আমি কেন যাব, কিন্তু চিন্তা করে দেখেন যে এই লন্ড্রি বিজনেসে যে যারা সার্ভিস প্রোভাইডার এবং যারা আমরা রিসিভার, বিটুইন এই মাঝখানে কিন্তু আমাদের মধ্যে একটা কিন্তু এখন ব্রেক হয়ে গেছে। সো এখানে আপনি কোনো আইডিয়া নিয়ে আসতে পারেন কিনা যেটা আমাদের এইটা প্রবলেম সলভ করতে পারে। অবশ্যই এখানে হোম ডেলিভারি বা অন্য কিছু আসবে, বা অন্য কিছু হতে পারে, আমি যেটা বলছি, বা আপনি এক্সিস্টিং যে কোনো একটা সার্ভিস যেটা আপনি দেখছেন কেউ করছে, সেটাকে আরো কিভাবে ইম্প্রোভাইজ করতে পারেন আপনি, সেটা। আমি সেক্ষেত্রে একটা উদাহরণ দিতে চাই এখানে, তাহলে একটু আপনাদের জন্য সুবিধা হবে, এবং আমি অবশ্যই অনেক কথা বলে ফেলছি বাংলায়, দেন এটাকে ইংরেজিতে করতে টেক টাইম। যেমন হচ্ছে পাট পণ্যটাকে আমি যেটা করেছি, যে আমরা কিছু ইম্প্রোভাইজ করেছি, ডিজাইনে ইম্প্রোভাইজ করেছি। সো পাট পণ্য কিন্তু যাচ্ছে, কিন্তু যখনই আমরা ডিজাইনে ইম্প্রোভাইজ করলাম, তখন কিন্তু যেটা হচ্ছে যে সেই ব্যাগগুলো আপনার শপিং ভ্যালুটা বেড়ে গেল এবং সেটা মানুষের কাছে চাহিদা বাড়লো। সো আপনি কিভাবে আপনার নিজের আইডিয়াটাকে, বা এক্সিস্টিং কোনো বিজনেস এর আপনি দেখছেন যে যারা করছে, সেখান থেকে আপনি চিন্তা করেন যে আপনি হলে আপনি সে জায়গায় কিভাবে আপনি বিজনেসটাকে আরো ইনোভেটিভ ওয়েতে আপনি পরিচালনা করতে পারবেন। সো viewers, what I've just said that you don't need to just go for very much innovative, completely new idea. You can also think idea to observe the business around you, who are facing challenges and what kind of challenges they are facing. That I have just talked about the laundry service, because right now the laundry service is very difficult. So if you might think, why should I think of laundry service? But it's a business. So you can think like how you can, and your idea can build a bridge between the service provider, the laundryman, and the service receiver. That's mean our, or the people who are now need the laundry service. So these are the things that you can have the idea from the existing business, and you can think how you can implement your new idea to give better service to your customers. And before that, I talked about like, you must ask yourself, this is very important. Don't just show off that you are a startup and just make a title in your Facebook that oh, I'm just a startup, I have started a startup. Before that, you ask yourself, are you really want to give yourself to become a successful entrepreneur? Because this journey is not a very easy journey. It is always challenge. Every moment is challenge, and both Kathy and I know, because we do have business, and every time business have ups and downs. So you have to think how you can cope with all these challenges. Ishita.
থ্যাংক ইউ বারি ভাই। আমার মনে হয় আপনার থেকে ভিউয়ার্স একটি নতুন আইডিয়া পেয়ে গেল লন্ড্রি বিজনেস এই অবস্থায় কিভাবে করা যায়। আচ্ছা,
if you give me one idea, just I'm sorry, I'm just I'd like to one idea. I was thinking for a long time, but it's not. I was thinking if I could do it, but it's not. Maybe I'm not the good at it. So go for a petrol pump or the CNG pump. Talk to them. You have your not like I'm not sure that this is the right time to introduce this kind of business, but every time I'm thinking, when I was in UK, I thought like how the people come for gas and also pick up the food and other stuff, even the breakfast, especially the drive-through. I'm talking about 2000. So there is no people, none of the people are have any idea that drive-through. So you can just take your car, you have your breakfast from the window, and you have your breakfast and you go to your work. So something like that, you can think of like lot of drivers. Actually, they don't, in the morning time, they don't have the proper breakfast. So, but they need to wait for hours after hours. Those situations now improve for gas. So if you have a kiosk or something, like you can just sell the hot food to the, or the hot breakfast to the this driver, and very cheap price. If you can put on cheap price and 10 to 15 or 20 taka, I think still you can make a very good business. So there is always business. You need to think of the idea.
Yes. Thank you very much.
And in order
Yeah.
to think of the idea, you need to think about your customers, the people out there, and identify the need that they have.
Yep.
Because you can try and sell something that you can do, but if it is not something that people need, so you need to think about, these are this is exactly what Ahmed has just done, which is to think of the need. These drivers have not had breakfast. How do they get breakfast? Can I provide breakfast? So
Yes.
it's that match of what are the customer's needs and what can I do to provide, and then you are providing value.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
want to add one thing with Kathy. That is, yes, we must focus on the customers. At the same time, we must focus on ourselves, because we have to conduct our own SWOT analysis. What the strengths we
Yes.
have, what the opportunities we have, what the weaknesses we are facing. So based on that self-analysis, we can also focus on the idea. Okay, I think because
Thank you.
one must choose a particular idea that is very much relevant with his or her own strengths. I think.
And I know that there was a question in there about being able to use your education honestly to make a business. And this is exactly part of that. We may not be using our education that we did through school in the way that we thought we might be doing. But some of that content has become part of the skills that we can offer. For example, if we can do accounting. But then the next step is being able to look at, okay, what do my customers need? What do some people need? And then you need all of the other skills, your mindset, your thinking, your talking with people, your designing your idea, your being able to offer the sales skills. And none of that is taught at university.
Yeah, thank you,
Exactly.
Kathy. So the same question I wanted to ask to Byron sir as well. How can I use my education to make the money or business?
Okay. Uh, One thing is education. It should be something that will guide people to do some real initiatives or do some real activities to solve their own life challenges. But unfortunately, in a country like Bangladesh, there is a huge gap between the education and the real life or professional life. There are some missing links, and there I guess the person who is asking this question, he is also suffering from this problem, because there is a huge gap in Bangladesh between theory and practice, theory
Practice.
between university and industry. But I think yes, if a person wants to implement his or her education or learning in his or her real life, there is a high chance, there is a high possibility, because I don't know from which background Farhad is. Whether he is a business graduate or science graduate, I have no idea. But doesn't matter if you are a business graduate, you have been taught each and everything like finance, marketing, accounting in your syllabus. And if you are from science background like computer science, you can you have learned a lot of things about regarding software or hardware or mobile apps. So you can apply all your knowledges in your initiative, in your entrepreneurial initiative. Say for example, you can build a mobile app and you can solve a particular problem of many people, because in my own consideration, what is the shortest way or what is the easiest way to become a billionaire? I think billion, to solve a problem of billion people, that will make you a billionaire. So just we are facing a lot of problems, right? And in this particular pandemic situation, people are facing a lot more problems in the whole world. So from entrepreneur perspective, for an entrepreneur, problems are not problems, problems are hidden opportunities. If you can fix a particular problem, that will turn into opportunity. So just pick a problem that you can fix and that you can apply in the real life to make people's life easier, and you can apply your own knowledge from your own syllabus and educational background to choose that particular problem and to find out the solution. I think that is the general idea.
Yes, thank you. So I wanted
We
to
have a
bring
lot of
another question. Like the question is from Abir. He asks that needs some tips. How could the business can survive under this pandemic situation when income is almost zero?
Yeah, Abir, can you share your business? What business you are now? This is one thing that it will help us to give exactly maybe something. However, for everyone, um,
Yeah.
you must. This is why I bring this show to everyone. This is called emotion intelligence, because at this situation you can panic. Oh my gosh, what will happen? What will happen? Or you can calm down yourself and think, okay, still people are doing business, still people are innovating something, some new ideas, if still people are coming up with solutions. So what can I do to calm down yourself is very important, so that you must have the breathing practice that I always tell everyone. So breathing is important, so breathe yourself all the time, because when you breathe it actually give you a lot of energy in your mind, especially supply oxygen to your brain, and that will help you to think clearly. Think clearly. If you are just stressed out with the what's happening around you, all the negative news in the news in the TV or the newspaper or the web portal, if you just browse those things and if you just wait, okay, when the this situation will over, my friend, this is completely changed. The world is completely changed. There will be a huge challenge. More challenges are coming, so the more you can keep yourself calm and just I'm very much thankful to you, because you are listening this show, because this is why we have done this thing. Like for 1 month we're just struggling how to get connect with the people, so we are coming up with all this solution because we have developed online platform 5 years back. We have videos, all the training videos, and we have developed, but we could not launch because the internet penetration or the internet infrastructure was very poor. And see, the last 1 month we all become very much internet educated, so we all
Yeah.
are using Zoom, we all are using the stream, we are very much active in the Facebook. So you think what kind of business you have now, and how you can come up with something new for your customer at the same time for you, so that it is always there, there is opportunity, always there are solutions. So think how you can serve them better. And another question, if you Ishita, that's been what
Yeah,
is was that?
yeah. I want to come regarding the was the part later on. Is that okay?
Okay, sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure,
first,
sure.
and the Abir related to his question, he mentioned that he has the restaurant business.
All right. So Abhi is I think for me, just first of all, yeah,
Yeah, sure.
talk to your team, who actually the chef and the other people, like how we can, whether they are committed to come back and start the business or not. And then you must develop the what we call like the precaution measurement, like how you can keep everyone safe and provide safe food for everyone. So this is the way actually you can start the delivery and other stuff. So think about this thing. I think many business already, like the food business already start reopen their business and they are giving the home delivery. So if you can build up the trust with the client that you can serve better food and you are preparing all the food in a hygiene environment, I think people will come back to you. This is from my side. Yeah, but
Thank
it's
you.
very
Yes, I
generic.
want to
I'm
add
just saying
one or
that
two
very
points,
generic.
Bari bhai.
Yes,
Please.
yes,
Can I?
sure,
Yes, please.
sure.
Okay, as Abir is known to me, so I'm taking the advantage of speaking in
Sure.
Bangla.
Sir, Abir also
So
known to me
Abir,
also. He's been
yes,
he's been with me for a long
he's a
time.
very good guy. He's a very
Yes,
good
he
guy.
is a very good guy.
সো
Yeah.
আবির, আমি বাড়ি ভাই যে কথাগুলো বলেছেন সেগুলো তো খুবই চমৎকার। তার সাথে আমি আরো একটা দুটো পয়েন্ট যোগ করছি। যেমন রেস্টুরেন্ট বিজনেসে মানে হচ্ছে প্রথমেই উই মাস্ট অ্যাভয়েড জাঙ্ক ফুড। আমার মনে হয় যে মেনুটা ইউ নিড টু চেঞ্জ ইউর মেনু ফার্স্ট। হ্যাঁ, যে
Yes.
মেনুটাতে আমরা হেলদি ফুড নিয়ে আসতে পারি কিনা, এমন কোন হেলদি ফুড, হেলদি মেনু যেই মেনুগুলো আমাদের ইমিউনিটি সিস্টেমকে অনেক বাড়িয়ে দেয়, রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতাকে বাড়িয়ে দেয়, কুকিং মেথডটাকে চেঞ্জ করতে পারি আমরা, এবং আমাদের কিচেন যেটা আছে টোটাল কুকিং প্রসেস, এবং আমরা যে অনেক হেলথ হাইজিন মেনটেন করছি, আমাদের হিউম্যান রিসোর্স যারা আছে তারা অনেক হেলথ হাইজিন মেনটেন করছে, এই জিনিসগুলোকে আমরা ভিডিও করে এবং কনজিউমারদের আস্থা অর্জন করার জন্য আমরা সোশ্যাল মিডিয়াতে নিয়ে আসতে পারি, ডিজিটাল প্ল্যাটফর্ম গুলোকে আমরা ইউটিলাইজ করতে পারি, মোবাইল অ্যাপ আমরা ইউজ করতে পারি, এবং বিভিন্ন ধরনের যে আননেসেসারি কস্ট কাটের ব্যাপারে কস্ট গুলো আছে সেগুলোকে আমরা একটু কাট ডাউন করতে পারি। সো এই জিনিসগুলো আমার মনে হয় যে উই ক্যান ডু অল দিস থিংস। আদারওয়াইজ বাকি পয়েন্টস গুলো মনে হয় বাড়ি ভাই খুব চমৎকার করে কভার করেছেন।
Kathy, you can say something.
Kathy, would you like to add something for Avir? Like he has the question, like under the pandemic situation, how can his business survive?
Doing exactly that is looking at the customers and what do they need and what can you actually do. And I really like what you've just said there in terms of changing the menu and looking at healthy food, because people are wanting to stay healthy. So that is a really, really important thing. You're changing what you're doing to meet the needs of the clients. You're not continuing to do what you have always done. And that is the most important thing, to be able to think quickly and innovate, change. Yeah.
Thank you. So I think I got an interesting question. I want to bring that that came from Farin Islam. Like she asked that if we get some idea, so at the first moment, whom should we share? Because she is saying that it's very important to have feedback. So, and as well as some encouragement. So with whom she can go and share first whenever some idea came up for like business. Okay, Bari.
Can I? Okay, thank you.
Sure.
You can.
Okay, Bari is our opening batsman.
Yeah. Actually, in my cricket career, I always open. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so the idea is like I believe that the first thing again is it's on emotional intelligence. I think you should discuss your idea to someone who actually really criticizes you not to do this business. So this will help you. And you have to absorb that. You have to have this courage to absorb that feedback, because if you can take all this rejection and find out the way how we can overcome this rejection, that will be the best thing. Because otherwise, if you go for other people who are actually very fond of you and they say, "Oh, go for it," and they will not of course they will encourage you to do something. But the people who actually criticize you actually give you some insight of the challenges, so that you can. But you have to have the capacity to handle those feedbacks, and this is there you need that emotional intelligence, and you can still maintain the good relationship, and you can take the response and very positively. This is from my side.
Okay, thank you.
I'm laughing like crazy there, because I have two people who told me that this was a very bad idea. One of them was my husband.
Yeah.
And he told me I should not do this. And the second one was a business coach. And he said, you should not do this. But what it did was provoke the thinking. And how strongly do you want to do this? How strongly do you believe in your idea? But then, so you need to think very carefully about who you are talking to. And get really good advice. Advice from people who know, who will ask you questions and also encourage you to keep going. So don't just talk to one person, talk to people you trust. People you trust is really important. And some of them will agree and some of them won't agree. And that's okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, I would like to add one more point with Baribhai and Kathy. That is, if it is a technical idea, then you can talk to a person who has the technical expertise, so that he can guide you in a proper way. Okay, and that is really important, because say for example, you don't have that particular technical ability or skills, but you have a vision or you have a particular dream to do the business. The idea is good, but you don't have that particular technical knowledge or expertise. So that is really important. And second thing, I would like to agree with Kathy. you must talk to a person or share with a person whom you can absolutely trust, completely trust a person, because there is some bad practices in especially in Bangladesh, that your idea can be copied.
Yes.
Okay, so you must protect your idea just like your baby, because it's your brainchild, and you have to carry it out to the reality.
Exactly.
That's
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Just Ishita, I just
Yeah, sure.
add one more thing. The thing is like, um, you must talk to other people, as the other guest also suggested, and obviously you get the all kind of feedback. So this is the thing, that you have to have the positive mentality, that if you are really serious about your idea, if you are really know why you are doing this, and you know everything about this, how to implement this, then definitely you have to listen everyone and overcome the resistance. And one more thing, for technical ideas, if you are not sound in technical ideas, like, it is very challenging, because I have few businesses with the I don't have that much technical knowledge, but I take support, and those people actually left for higher study in abroad, and or for other business. So those business I've been suffered, and I could not continue, and I invested a lot. So this is what, like, if you want to do something, and if you don't have the overall control, and if you don't know how to back up the people, if someone left you, how if you don't know how to back up the situation, then it is better to rethink about the another idea. So don't just of course every idea is unique, you can think a lot of things, but think how much control you have over the ideas, or when you're going for implementation, how we can control all the challenges. This is also very important.
Yes.
The
Thank you.
other
Yeah.
one more thing as well is maybe to look for not people that have got the same sort of ideas or the same sort of skills as you have, but look
Yes.
for other businesses, and if you can provide skills to them, it doesn't have to be business to customer, it can be business
Yeah,
to business. And
exactly.
so then you are working together, because it is always easier to do things with other people than to try and do everything on our own. So if we can
Exactly.
find people that are doing similar things, then you can feed each other.
Yeah, exactly. That will be much easier, and very. And one more thing, like, start in a small. If you want to start something, start in a small scale. Don't
Yes.
go for the initially. Don't go for the large.
Yeah.
Small. Test your idea, and then gradually you expand your business. So don't go for a big idea with the big thing and
No.
invest loan. Don't do that. Always start from the very small, test your idea, and you can see all this negative or positive feedbacks, and then you can improve it, improvise or improve your service, and then you can gradually improve your business. Shita, any more
okay.
question?
One more thing I want to add, may I?
Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
sure.
That is, whenever a new idea is coming to our mind to start a business, we may talk to a potential customer, so that to judge whether the offer is attractive for him or her. So we can get a customer feedback from that
Yeah.
particular person, right? So from that point of view, we can also rethink of our ideas, whether the idea is right or wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Ishita, Humayun Kabir Bhai is with us. Can you just, he
Yeah.
sent two things. Yeah, can you just, go the
Yeah, I
feedback?
just want to acknowledge like there are many people are joining. So Amjad has had the question regarding was the, so Amjad আমি আপনাকে বলবো যে আপনি প্লিজ আমাদের সাথেই থাকুন, আমরা জাস্ট কোশ্চেন অ্যান্সার পর্বটা শেষ করে আমরা ওয়াজদা সম্পর্কে আপনার কোশ্চেনের অ্যান্সারটা দিব। এছাড়া আমাদের সাথে আছে নিজামউদ্দিন কেমাল, he is from Ethiopia, so
Yeah.
welcome Kemal. And then Ibrahim Khaled, Shohit Shawan, Fahim Khan, and Angela also watching with us. She said
After
hello.
that, Humayun Kabir. Yeah.
Then Humayun Kabir, Altaf Jisan, Imam Hossein, and Humayun Kabir Bhai again. So there are lots of questions are here. So
Can you just
I want to
read
go with the questions.
one feedback? Humayun from Humayun Kabir. Can you just read that one? Sometimes, or maybe I can do that.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes scarcity creates new opportunity, new dimension of business world will enlarge. So this is really absolutely right. Thank you, Amjad bhai, Humayun Kabir bhai, for being with us. And he has another. He wants another to just share his feelings.
Yeah.
Would you like to say that this one? Yeah, please.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
he said that like I
I
put
put
heart and
heart and
soul for my team. So do they. This Eid, I have failed to provide them proper bonus and
remuneration.
remuneration. I never
Yeah.
felt such shame in my entrepreneurship journey. Words
Mm.
can't motivate people when they are starving, my friend.
Yeah.
All I am doing now, selling positive words and praying for situation to improve.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
think
it's hard.
yeah, it's very much challenging for everyone. Trust me, when bhai, you are not only one person. It's for everyone in this global pandemic situation. Many business have closed. I know globally many of our friends are suffering, and just today I received some SMS or the message from some some uh, some of my Facebook friend. So they're asking support from us. So this is not only you. It is a big challenge, and at this moment, I think uh, the positive word and remain safe is the best thing. And if you survive, if your business survive, then obviously you can support them. So I know you. I have been told this before that what we did, we just said like, okay, this situation we might not provide everyone, but what our plan is to over the year, whatever business we made, we will try to support some extra bonus to cover their support to cover their contribution to the company. So this is actually is for everyone. Trust me, it's for everyone. It's not only you. So keep a positive communication between your each and every team member, and give them support with your um, from your heart. And I think the positive and pray for the situation. That's it. But do think how you can innovate something new idea to survive, or some way new way to innovate your business. May I know what kind of business you are in, when by just to explain, so that audience will also know what kind of business, and maybe we can discuss about this thing. Ishita, thank you.
থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই। হুমায়ুন কবির ভাই, অবশ্যই আপনাকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ আমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করার জন্য, এবং আপনি যদি শেয়ার করেন আপনার বিজনেসটা কি ধরনের। সো we have there are more questions. So Fahim has a question and Abir has another question. So before taking the questions from Fahim and Abir, I want to take the question from Muhammad Imam Hussein. He
Yeah.
asked that he want to know that what kind of the challenges entrepreneurship, young entrepreneur can face after the COVID-19.
কাকে বলছো তুমি? ইয়ে করে দাও, পয়েন্ট করে দাও, কাকে দিবে?
Kathy, I would like to request you first. Like, can you share like what kind of the entrepreneurship opportunities might arise after COVID-19?
Well, I think actually there are lots of opportunities, as the lovely man said just before, that we are heading into a whole new world from here, and we actually have many opportunities for resetting. That's one of the things that we are talking about quite a lot in New Zealand, and also in the global communities that I am in, is looking at opportunities for a totally new way of working. So for me, I have done a lot of work in New Zealand, but I have totally changed my business over the last 6 weeks, and because all of my business was being done face to face. And so what I have done is looked at what I can do online, and it has opened up a whole new world. I'm not traveling around. I'm not making so many trips out in the car, so it's better for the environment that way. And I can talk to people all around the world, so I can do my coaching all around the world. So again, it's about thinking of who can I have as my new customers, and what sort of problems have they got, and how can we help make the world a better place? That's another thing, is about being able to think about what's the difference that we can make in our business for the world. And that's linking in with the Sustainable Development Goals as well, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And if we can link our business with those, then I think that will also help in the future. post COVID-19.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Yes.
Kathy.
Yeah.
Sir, Byron sir, I will request if you want to add anything with this one.
Yes, from in the context of Bangladesh, if we can see the scenario that there are a lot of opportunities coming out, I think, from this COVID-19 pandemic. First of all, we have to choose the right sector that can give us a privilege or mileage. So, for example, all of us, we know that Bangladesh is a agriculture-based economy, so we need to focus on agribusiness. Okay,
Yes.
so I think a lot of opportunities are coming from the agribusiness sectors. It can be poultry, it can be dairy, it can be fisheries, it can be harvesting, it can be a lot of things. But doesn't matter what you are doing, you need to do it digitally. Okay, so
Yes.
the way of doing business has been transformed totally. I think it will be transformed within a year, very faster. Okay, we are in a situation that we are in the war without any training. So we are in the digital platform, but without any digital technologies or proper knowledge. But definitely, in the course of time, we'll learn everything, and it will depend. The success of our initiative will depend how faster or how efficiently we can transform our total living and profession and business in the digital platform. Uh, we must focus on the smartphone. We must have the strong presence in the smartphone because people are connected with smartphone nowadays, and
Yeah.
everything they're doing through smartphone. Okay, so doesn't matter what kind of business you are doing. Matter is you have to focus on the smart technologies, the digital technologies, the digital platforms, social media, smartphone, and I think 2 or 3 sectors can be vital. First is agribusiness, second thing is pharmaceutical and health industry, and third can be daily necessities like FMCG, fast moving consumer goods
Yeah.
item, because
Yes.
these are the issues that you have to deal with, because we cannot live without these products or services. So I think you can focus on these.
And
Exactly.
also
Exactly.
training the people to do the
Training.
technology
Yes,
stuff, so
training is very important. Yes,
providing the
training,
technological
proper
support
education
and
and skills. The right sets of
the
skills is really needed.
that's right.
I
Yes.
just,
So that's that
yeah, I just like to,
business stuff.
yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just like to add one more thing that when you talk about the technology, don't invest much on technology at this moment. There is a lot of free stuff is there. So first, try to find out which one is good for you. Is it okay with you, or you can survive with that using that platform. And then if you, when you are seeing that your business is doing good, then go for better technology or improved technology. So must think how little you can spend, and then you can get the maximum outcome, or how you start rolling off your business, and then gradually you can go for a bigger platform or something like that. I think Facebook, these are very good. But my request to everyone, don't go for LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn for business. I think LinkedIn is more of professional network. It's not, you go for, don't sell anything on LinkedIn other than training or development or something like that. You don't start selling the fast moving goods or food business
Yes.
in LinkedIn. You should focus on which platform is for which purpose. And Facebook is for everything. Facebook, you can use everything, and you try to build up your own customer base through Facebook. And then so I think it's always better to think out of box, but at the same time uh, there's a lot of things happening around you. You can just find 1 or 2 service how you can give better improve that service when you going to give that service to your customer, something like that. Thank you, Ishita.
Yes, thank you. So now I want to take the question from Fahim Khan. He said he was basically seeking for the suggestion for the young entrepreneur. He mentioned that mostly in Bangladesh, the young entrepreneurs focus on the short-term profit and money. So he's asking the suggestion for the Bangladeshi young entrepreneurs. So this time I want to start with the Baram sir.
Okay, thank you, Ishita. Again, I'm taking the opportunity to speak in Bangla. Fahim, আশা করি ভালো আছো, আশা করি সেফ আছো। ইয়াং এন্টারপ্রেনারদের কিছু স্ট্রেংথস আছে, আবার কিছু উইকনেসও আছে বা চ্যালেঞ্জও আছে। তাই স্ট্রেংথস গুলো হচ্ছে যে they have the imagination power, they have the courage to do something in a different way. ওকে, সো আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে তোমাদের মধ্যে যে ইনোভেটিভ আইডিয়া গুলো আছে, তোমরা নতুন যুগের নতুন টেকনোলজির ভাষাগুলো বোঝো, তোমরা এটাতে ইউজ টু, এবং তোমরা অনেক বেশি কানেক্টেড থাকো ইয়াং তোমাদের জেনারেশনের সাথে। এবং বাংলাদেশ, we are enjoying a human dividend because about 65 or 66% of the total population is now young. So you are the majority, so huge customers are there. So আমার মনে হয় তুমি তোমার মতো করে তুমি যদি চিন্তা করো যে হ্যাঁ, তোমার হয়তো চ্যালেঞ্জ গুলো যদি চিন্তা করো যে তোমার হয়তো এই মুহূর্তে অনেক বেশি টাকা নাই টু ইনভেস্ট, যেটা বাড়ি ভাই বারবার বলছেন যে উই শুড নট গো ফর ইনভেস্টিং এ লট অন এনিথিং, বিকজ আননেসেসারি যে কস্ট গুলো আছে সেই কস্ট গুলো আমাদেরকে কাট করতেই হবে। আর পাশাপাশি আমি আবার ওই আগের মতো করেই বলবো যে হ্যাঁ, তুমি যদি শহর বেস বিজনেস করতে চাও তাহলে সিটি বেস, লাইক ঢাকা সিটি, যেরকম সিটি মেগা যে সিটি গুলো আছে সেগুলো বেস যদি বিজনেস করতে চাও তাহলে পরে এক ধরনের চিন্তা তুমি করতে পারো। আর তুমি যদি রুরাল এরিয়া গুলোকে ফোকাস করতে চাও, মফস্বল এরিয়া গুলোকে ফোকাস করতে চাও, তাহলে আর ভাবে তুমি চিন্তা করতে পারো। বাট দেয়ার আর সার্টেন থিংস কমন থিংস হচ্ছে যে ইউ মাস্ট কিপ ইউর কস্ট ইন এ অ্যাজ লো অ্যাজ পসিবল, লোয়েস্ট বাজেট। তোমাকে জানতে হবে যে কিভাবে আমি কম টাকা খরচ করে বেটার আউটপুট নিয়ে আসতে পারি, হাই ইনপুট আউটপুট নিয়ে আসতে পারি। ফার্স্ট থিং ইজ দ্যাট। সেকেন্ড থিং হচ্ছে যে আমি কিভাবে আমার টেকনোলজি ইউজ করে, যেগুলো আমার ফ্রি প্ল্যাটফর্ম আছে বা ফ্রি ডিভাইসেস গুলো আছে বা টেকনোলজিস গুলো আছে, অপশনস গুলো আছে, বা একদম লোয়েস্ট পসিবল কস্ট ইনভেস্ট করে আমি কিভাবে টেকনোলজির বেনিফিট গুলো নিতে পারি, এবং উই ক্যান বি কানেক্টেড উইথ দ্য কাস্টমার্স এন্ড দ্য সাপ্লায়ার্স এন্ড দ্য প্রোডিউসার্স। আর থার্ড থিং হচ্ছে যে অবশ্যই শর্ট টার্ম গেইনের কথা আমাদেরকে চিন্তা করতে হবে না। উই মাস্ট ফোকাস অন দ্য লং টার্ম গেইন, বিকজ লাইফ ইজ আ লং জার্নি অ্যান্ড ক্যারিয়ার ইজ আ লং জার্নি, এবং আমাদেরকে জানতে হবে যে there is no shortcut of success, there is no shortcut of life. So we need to focus on the long term success, not the short term. আমাদেরকে একটু we must have patience, ধৈর্য ধরতে হবে এবং স্ট্রাগল করতে হবে, পারসিভারেন্স থাকতে হবে। একটা দীর্ঘদিন যদি আমরা লেগে থাকতে পারি, সে 1 year or 1.5 year or 2 year, আমরা হয়তো সিচুয়েশনটাকে নরমাল পাবো এবং লট অফ অপরচুনিটিস উইল বি দেয়ার ফর আস। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
So, Kathy, I want to come with the same question to you. The Fahim asked, like, what will be your suggestion for the young
entrepreneur, right?
Yeah. Who are just looking for the shortcut, something like that?
I don't think that is a problem just for young entrepreneurs. I think that is a problem at any age. If you're starting a business, you're wanting to go for the short-term profit, but that is not wise in business. You must have that end in mind. You must think long-term and not short-term. There is a saying in business about cash is king, and so you must be able to have this store of cash to be able to navigate the up and downs that are in any business. And so it is very easy to look at the money in your bank account and say, oh good, we can spend all of this, or that I've made it because I have this amount of money, but that will not help your business to survive. And in New Zealand, the number of businesses that crash, that fail in the first 5 years is something like 90%. And so please remember that it is not a short-term gain, not short-term game that you are playing. This is life. This is looking for the long thing and taking the steps and being wise, thinking and planning all of the time so that you are moving forward and not a big sprint and crash. It's not 100 meters. This is a marathon.
Yes.
True.
I want to add one more point with Kathy. That is the big challenge for any startup is to survive in the market, and the survival period on average is about 2 years. So you must know how to survive in the market at least for 2 years. Then the question of growth will come. Then you will start getting the return, I think. So we must have patience. Thank you.
You are lucky that it is 2 years in Bangladesh. We talk about 3 to 5 years in New Zealand.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you.
And because that's make the sustainability. Any more question, or
yes,
Bari
Bhai, I want to take the permission from three of you that I know our program is almost near to end, but there are a few more questions, so I want to just take all those questions.
Yes, please.
Is that okay with all of you?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have another good question. I think it's again from Abir. Like he asked that if I have an idea, how can I share the idea with the investors? Because because this is definitely confidential, but sometimes it may still in some way. So there is the fairness about copy and other thing. Yeah, sure. Bye. This time.
Yes. Okay,
Right.
Abid, thank you for a brilliant question. But the thing is that the idea you are thinking is unique for you. Actually, there are 1,000 or 100 million people are already thinking the same idea. So don't think the idea you can keep and you can just think about the confidentiality and other things, because somehow it will come out. So you make a strategy. There is no shortcut tips for this strategy. For a business, if I in New Zealand, then I'll definitely go for a contract. Then I'm going to share you something. But in Bangladesh context, these are people, or this contract are not valid till 2021. I think 2021, because we still are out of the copyright things and other stuff. So if you have a very good idea, you better go for some investor who is actually trustworthy and discuss with them. And otherwise, it's just on an idea. It just keep in your head. It never comes. So if you have really unique idea, and but for the young entrepreneur, I do give you one suggestion: don't play with too much idea. Of course, your brain is much more active and you can come up with too much idea. Don't play too much idea, because that will actually destroy your core focus or main goal. So keep one or two idea and play with them and go for just improvise that idea, rather than just, okay, this idea, then suddenly you change to another idea, suddenly you change to another idea. Of course, we play with that. We trust me, when I was young, I play with a lot of different ideas, and I lost a lot of money, and it was hard, and we learned from the hardship. So you can do it in the same way. Of course, you can do and you can learn in a hard way. But our suggestion is to stick with very few ideas, and try to improvise that similar idea, and just to improvise, and then you can work out.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
I
you.
want to I want
Yeah.
to add one more thing. That is,
Mhm.
any idea is good when it is, and only when it is implemented in a better
Yeah.
way or effective way, right? So
Mhm.
please focus on the implementation process. Don't focus too much on the idea itself. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, Kathy, would you like to add something here?
I'm listening to Roger Hamilton, who is the founder of the largest global movement for entrepreneurs. And
Yeah.
whenever anybody talks about an idea to him, he can always tell you about 500 other people who are also doing that same thing. So just as exactly as you have said there, almost no ideas are unique. So
Yeah.
we can be so precious about our ideas, and I think talking with people that we trust, and it's all part of that learning journey and that mindset and being resilient, keeping on trying. But the people that you trust, talking with the people that you trust is important.
Yes. Thank you.
Can we take the question from Gobindo from Nepal?
Yes. From the Govindo, the question. Okay, sorry. He said that, hello, good evening, everyone. It is certain that so many youth people of developing countries like Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, etc., will lose their jobs because of Corona. In that case, what kind of business would such young people do well? So what
Yes.
could be the business for the young people again, like during this situation, who are affecting? So for them, what kind of business will be good?
Okay.
They can,
So who will answer?
Yeah. Okay, Kathy.
Okay, that's fine. Do you know, I have 4 sons. I have one son who is 27. I have a son who is 25. I have a son who is 22, and I have a son who is 18. My oldest son is trying to work out his own business as well, and his life has been turned upside down this year because what he was planning, he has not been able to do because of Corona. So he is setting up marketing as a business. He is doing marketing and social media marketing for other people, and that is That is his business at the moment. And he is doing some marketing for me as well. My second son, he's thinking. My third son is thinking. My fourth son is thinking. So this is not just a problem for Nepal or Bangladesh or Bhutan.
It's
It is a
everywhere.
problem for every single country in the world. This is a global problem. And every night this week, I am on calls with people from South Africa, from England, from Australia, from Bangladesh, from Nepal, and you are all facing the same problems. The answer is the same. What problems can you solve for people? What are different people's needs? What can you provide? How will you look after your mindset to be able to solve those problems?
Yes.
Is exactly the same answer for every single person in the world.
Exactly. Thank you, Kathy. So I want to, Byron sir, I want to request Byron sir, if you can add something, please.
Okay, the main thing has been described by Kathy in a very well manner. The main problem is it's a global phenomena, and there are hundreds and thousands problems that the people of the world are facing nowadays. And that I was telling you earlier that for an entrepreneur, problem is an opportunity. So hundreds and thousands opportunities are there. Just go for analyzing your strengths and weaknesses and pick one particular problem that you can fix, and that you have a set of customers in your own country like Nepal or Bhutan or Bangladesh or New Zealand or anywhere in this globe. So pick one problem that you can fix and offer it to the right customers. That will be enough for you. And again, you must keep 2 or 3 things in general. First is keeping the cost low as possible. Second thing is using digital platform and digital technologies, because it is the era of 4th industrial revolution. You have a lot of technologies, so you can capitalize all this, but don't invest too much. Thank you.
Yeah. So my ending conclusion would be like, trust me, each and every business had the opportunity for growth, or it will be like, don't think that these will stop. No, in a different form they will evolve, and then the different form you will see them survive. So the quicker you can pick up that idea, and the quicker you can implement that idea, you will be the winner. So don't think that this industry will destroy it, or this industry will flourish. No, each and every industry will come back with a new form. So focus on your business and try to develop skill. The good thing is, when you connect with this kind of network to see how the global people are thinking, what's happening in New Zealand, what's happening in Bangladesh, what's happening in Nepal and other countries, then you can see that this is actually the same phenomenon everywhere. So we are bringing more international guests coming days, and so I'm requesting you to join this network and just share this idea, post this video. This is one simple request I can make to all of you. Just post this video in your timeline so that other people can actually know and think this is a very good way to support each and everyone at this moment. I think at least we can ask this simple request. I can make this simple request to you all to just share this video to your timeline so that other people can see and just join this network. Ishita, thank you. I'm not going to wrap up today because I'm sorry, I have another meeting with the A2I, access to information. Right now, I have to leave. So can we just wrap up quickly?
Yes, we're gonna wrap up even. And thank you, audience, for sharing all the question. I think today it was really great interactive with all of you. And just before sharing, I want to give the 30-second and 30-second two of our guests. Kathy, can you just say something on the closing words?
Thank you very much, everyone, for your questions tonight. You have had very, very good questions, and it's been great to be able to share some answers with you. I wish you all the best as you think and as you find the strength to be able to do your business.
Yes.
You've got this.
Thank you.
You can do it.
Thank you, Kathy. Now I will request to Byron sir, please.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Wasda, thank you, Ishita, thank you, Bari Bhai, and thank you, Kathy, for this wonderful session. I learned a lot of things from this session. And to my viewers, and I must conclude with one particular sentence, that is, invest in you. Uh, Develop your skills, develop the right skills like digital marketing and other things, and you will be successful. Be a positive minded person, you will be successful. Definitely.
Thank you, sir. So, Bari bhai, just 30 seconds. You have just 30 seconds, just because one
Okay,
question
30
was there
second.
about WASDA. So you just need to give the answer. Like the question was,
Okay.
what's the main purpose of WASDA and how can
Okay.
he connect with WASDA?
Okay,
So
so you
this will
can
be the
connect
last
with
for
us
you.
through the Facebook, and WASDA is a training institute, and we provide support people to develop their skills. We are now focusing on life skill at this moment, soft skill. But if that situation needed, we go for different kind of other skills. Thank you.
Thank you, Bari bhai, and thanks a lot to our guests and definitely our lovely viewers who were with us today. Again, we will be coming back day after tomorrow with new guest and new topic. So please stay with us and see you
And there will be
soon.
another episode. There will be another episode
Yeah,
on this.
definitely there will be the another part 3 on entrepreneurship. So please be connected with us. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.